Hello everybody. I have a junk journal to share. This one is not necessarily for a swap. I kind of fashioned it in the Shabby Chic style because I wanted to join that swap but was unable to because of time constraints that I had, but I wanted to do one because I've always liked that style. So this is mine, and it is a 3 signature. Very chunky. It's 6.5 by 4 3/4, and it's got a 2-inch spine. I've got the little rosettes on the spine. I did a craft colored spine cover to cover up the sewing, and then did the on the edge punch, or the Martha Stewart on the edge punch, excuse me. And something about this cover is just driving me crazy, and I can't figure out what it is. I know I don't like that, but I can't take it off now because it will leave a huge gaping hole there because it is seriously stuck down. So I guess it is what it is. It's probably going to be my personal journal. So unless one of the ladies that I'm in one of the 4 private swaps with wants it, I'm just going to keep it. So anyway, yeah, it's got a lot of stuff going on, but I just put a vintage button closure sewn on with the shank, and got a little button on the inside that I sewed it to here. I'm not in frame. So let's go in. Got a jelly bean soup die, and the day I got it I cut 75, so I have quite a few of those ready to go. So, but I love that little die. It made it so much easier than having to hand make them all. I used several different paper lines, and so I'll just go through it very quickly as it's very chunky. Did a little collaging here and there on pockets and stuff. Got a lot of fibers and stuff going on. Just wanted to make it blingy and busy and fun, and lots of lace. Just kind of did a little bit of everything in here. Just had fun with it. This is one of my favorite dies. It is whatever framelit, I think you call them. They have like 6 different sizes, but I love that die. It's very versatile. It's pretty wrapped around the page, so it'll be on each side, and you'll see that back further in the journal. This is just a little triple fold piece of paper that was left over, and this is one of the die cuts that I got from an Etsy seller in Rome. She had some really pretty die cuts. This is a heat embossed corset. I'd actually forgotten I had that stamp. Little rosettes, another triple fold paper. Everything is pretty much coffee, well, not everything, but a lot of the pages are coffee dyed and distressed. This is vintage crochet lace that I got in a private swap. Can't remember where all the laces are from because I've done so many swaps lately. But thank you. These are tags that I've made to go in. I'm going to make some more tags. I've kind of gotten away from making my own tags, and I missed that, so I'm going to do that. Now, this punch I love. It's a Fiskars, excuse me, and I punched so much. It did great at first, but then it started messing up and chewing my papers up, so I've got to take it back and swap it. This is another die set that I bought. It's one of the Desire by Spellbinders. It's got 3 different crosses, I think, on this one, and there's like 2 or 3 on another one, and I love this. It's a beautiful die. All of the different shapes are very pretty. And yes, I can stamp. This is made like this. It looks like it's been misstamped, but it's not. It's actually part of this set, which this is my favorite of that set. I'm just all kinds of out of frame. Sorry, guys. I had to remount my camera after using it, and I don't have it in right. This is just a note pad that I had, and it matched perfectly, so I copy dyed a bunch of those and put them in here for just journaling cards. This is one of those dies that I was talking about, a piece of lace. Just did some collage with pieces of paper left over and lace bits left over, and one of the feather dies. So a different one of those memo pads. This is that die again, and I've made a corner tuck out of it. Lace pocket. This was a tag I got, I think from Yvonne, I'm not sure. But anyway, I just used my sponge sugar and stamped it upside down on the craft mat, spritzed it with water and made it become like a watercolor, and just watercolored the butterfly. And then I used it for drippage here and just kind of tamped it down, and then went around it with vintage photo. So anyway, I like that tag. Dream. The second signature, this is a bird die, and I just put it on a piece of the wax linen thread that I used to sew my signatures in. It was just laying on my desk, and I just used it for a limb. This is the smallest. I think that's the smallest in that die that I like. This is a side pocket, and I stenciled all over this with a lace stencil. I think this is the Tim Holtz lace stencil, doily stencil, whatever, lace, I think. It's Tea Time stamp. This is another paper line that I love. I just bought a couple months ago, but I haven't had time to do it yet, but I'm going to. It's a Tea Time line, and it's very pretty. Little stamp. Nothing new, I don't think. Just this one is a new die also. It's a stacked flower. And actually, this is the base. I wanted to show you. This is the base to this shaker clip that I made, and just cut it out of glitter cardstock, and it's now a shaker clip. Put some fibers behind it and some paper on the back, and there you go. So, embossed a doily stamp. I bought a bunch of these little trim or little resin pieces from a seller on Etsy. I've got just a basket full of stuff. These are from an Etsy seller. I've shown these before, I think. This is a little piece in there. But there was like 100 of these for like $8, and it wasn't bad. If anyone's interested, just PM me, and I will try to find the invoice and get you back to her, because I need to keep it myself, because for $8 for 100 of those, and they were like ecru, cream, white, and beige, I think. There was about 4 colors, and they're different styles, but they're all about an inch, inch and a quarter, and down. Little tuck. And I love, this is one of my favorite paper lines. I just love it. This is some lace that I got from, Amanda at Scrimping Mommy. And I love this. I think I've gotten it glued down to the page. Yes, I did. But anyway, that's supposed to be a belly band. I'll fix that in a minute. But this is the teal section of that paper line that I like so much. And these were little resin pieces that I got also. And they are hearts. And I just tied them on the end of the fibers. Did some sewing in here, not a lot, but this lace was impossible to glue down, so I had to sew it. Pocket here. This is a pocket I just made, and then I got the die, so I was glad. This is a pocket here. It's an envelope. It doesn't have anything in it. I forgot to sew it in. I always forget to sew my envelopes in, so I usually just have to put them in as a tip in. So I used washi and tipped it in. And I'm sorry for my voice, but I've had sinus issues lately, and I sound like a frog. Excuse me, so I apologize. This is a little side tuck. This is a pocket as well, but I just don't have anything in it at the time. I'm sure in time I will put something in it. This is a tuck, and this is a tuck as well. I just put some bling flat back pearls on it. These are another one of those resin pieces that I got. Got them in different colors. That's another one of the crosses from that die set. It's a teapot that was gifted to me. Thank you. I think that was Marie that sent that. This is another one of those pieces. See, this one's like 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches maybe. But yeah, these are very nice little pieces of doilies that you can use throughout your journals. This is tucked here and here. Oops, skipped a page. Not much there. This is an inventory tag, and this is a piece of lace that I also got from Scrimping Mommy. You just cut it at the sections in the center, and then I put a piece of metal embellishment on it with some bling. I put one of those little tiny bows on the mannequin die. I have tons of the garment clips, and I cannot find them anywhere, the garment pins. I will come across them at some point, but that's what I wanted to put there. Another belly band. Tuck banner. This is another die that I love, and I didn't think there was too much to it when I first got it. I was kind of disappointed thinking it was too small, but it really has turned out to be one of my favorites. So you'll see that one a bit for me. Put some color bloom sprays there. Actually, that one is one that I diluted with some coffee. So, because they're very strong, straight out of the bottle. And this is just a little booklet that I made out of some extra tea-dyed paper and a little Julie Bean soup die. And that's it. And that's the back. Very simple, plain little journal. Thanks for watching, everybody.